Hello everybody, my name is Joy and welcome back to the Dream Machine. Now we were about to find out what happened with that Bloody Mary that we made. I'm very curious. What am I supposed to do? Talk to the other crew members? Alright, we still haven't found the guy yet. I'd like to report my findings. Let's see, didn't like odd message at the bar before he went missing. I haven't said that yet. Really? What did it say? It seems to have something to do with radio frequencies. Oh, that was the napkin. Okay. But I don't know the significance yet. Do you really think it has any bearing on the case? It might. Keep investigating then. Alright, so I guess I need to use a radio for that. That is all. Is that all? Call Bridge. Hello, Bridge. Bridge? Alicia? Captain Nev isn't here right now. Would you like to leave a message? No. Never mind. Go back. Go back. We'll just try and use a radio or something. We'll try and use his radio just to make sure we got the correct one or something. Oh, he has no radio. His radio is gone. Oh, okay. So let's try mine. Or at least the one in my room. That's still unnerving, the fact that you can look through those things. I get a feeling that one of these days I'm going to see a shadow in that. But anyway, let's open this cabin and let's get inside and get that radio. There we are. Something is different about them. Yes, the radio. That's it. The radio was missing in cabin 2. I wonder if that could be significant. Of course it could be. Why? Oh, okay, there's an M in the corner. I just only noticed that. I wonder why it's missing. Yes, because he used it. Can I use the napkin? Why do I keep that blood? That's a good idea, but I still have to tune in manually. Well, can't you? Can't you just fiddle around with that a little bit? Alright. The radio is missing. Well, he obviously used that right before he disappeared. Probably. Not at all, killer. Why's the radio missing in your cabin? Is it? I hadn't noticed. I'm not much of a music lover. It was more of a Victor 11's thing. You think he took the radio with him? That's possible. He was pretty precious about it. I saw him wandering around the deck with it once. He was waving it around like a dowsing wand. Why would he do that? To receive stuff. Yeah, at the time I just thought he was trying to get a better reception of it. Being high up in the air, we don't always get clear signal. Okay. That will be all. So maybe he tried to climb up somewhere with the radio to get better signal. Just taking a sip from my Fallout mug. I bought this at the Elf Fantasy Fair if you saw that video. I like it. I like mugs. Let's see. Is there a ladder or something that I could possibly climb up on? Like, I can totally... that would make sense, right? If he would be up there somewhere. Oh, we're getting a message. Victor 5, report to the bridge. I repeat, Victor 5, report to the bridge. Is that him? Did you hear that? This is it. She must have loved the drink, or she must have found out that it was blood. I'm finally going to be promoted to command. Hey, that's not fair. You didn't make that drink. You know what? That's great. I'm so happy for you. I thought this day would never come. I thought I would get stuck in this bar forever. But now I see that all of my hard work finally paid off. You're going to die, aren't you? This was all part of her plan. I'm so nervous. I'm finally going to meet the captain. How do I look? Do I look alright? You look fine. I won't forget what you did for me today. One day, once I'm established on the bridge, I'll repay that favor. See you around, kid. I got a bad feeling about this. This is not going to end well. Let's go up and let's try and follow him. Let's talk about my findings a bit more. The radio in Victor 11's cabin is missing. That's odd. Every cabin should be equipped with a personal radio receiver. Do you think that's has bearing on the case? I don't know yet, sir. Keep investigating if you think it's worth it. Well, you're not very helpful, are you? Alright. Let's see if we can look inside. That's the bridge of the ship. That's where Alicia is. Okay. Alright. Man, this game is going to take a long, long time if I'm going to keep doing it like this. Huh, what? Who are you? Cadet Victor 9 at your service, sir. You're new on board? Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Welcome aboard, cadet. Thank you. That's very kind of you. You forgot to call me sir, that's a code violation. How are you getting on so far? Pretty well, sir. It's all a bit daunting, to be honest. What is your previous assignment? Just a luggage clerk, sir. I don't know why I got this transfer, to be honest. I guess I must have done something right. When did you get here? Just a few minutes ago, sir. I went right up to the captain's aide, reported for duty, and got this assignment. Well, what are you doing here? I'm guarding this door, sir. Why? What's going on in there? I can't say, sir. You don't know or you don't want to tell me? I don't know, sir. Guard the door and don't let anyone through was all he told me. Well, whatever it's doing, it's making an awful lot of noise. I need to get in there. By order of the captain, you are not permitted to enter this captain at this point in time, sir. I'm your superior officer. By order of the captain, you are not permitted to enter this cabin. Oh, shut up. Who's in cabin 2? I don't know, sir. 2 members from security. They had different badges from us, sir. I didn't know how to read them. You didn't know how to read them? Wait a minute, sir. Yes? Have you met the captain? What is she like? I've heard all kinds of stories. Is it true that she only sleeps an hour a day? I have to go, cadet. Right. Sorry I bothered you, sir. Okay, let's go back and ask him about it by the captain's aide, because why would he do that? Okay, that's weird. Now what am I supposed to do? Maybe I can crawl through. Maybe I can do something about that. Perhaps I can eavesdrop. So what do I do now? Maybe I should talk to the other guy a bit more. Oh, it looks exactly the same like this. Do you mind if I ask you some more questions? Not at all, killer. Questions? No. See, are you done sleeping yet? What can I do for now? It's really odd that that is blocked. Standard issue. Can I use it on this one? Go on, walk a bit back. Good idea, but I still have to tune in manually. Alright, alright. Best boy. I was afraid this might happen. Oh, that's different. I thought I already asked him. Why do you say that? When I heard he was missing this morning, I got a bad feeling. Like I knew something was wrong. Hearing that the captain's ordered an investigation confirms that. He hasn't just missed his shift anymore. He's gone. That's still to be decided. What do you know about his disappearance? What do you want to know? Well, okay, tell me about Victor 11. How well did you know him? Hardly at all. I bumped into him every once in a while when bussing tables on the sun deck, but that's pretty much it. The bartender says you and Victor 11 knew each other pretty well. He said that? Yeah. He said you guys talked a lot about the weather. We only talked about the weather when we thought he was eavesdropping. What did you otherwise talk about? We recently found that we shared certain ideas. I've long suspected that there's something going on aboard. Previously, everyone dismissed me as a conspiracy nut. But lately, Victor 11 started inquiring me about my theories. What kind of theories? The dangerous kind, it seems. The kind that make people go missing. Can you clarify that statement? I'd rather not. I don't want you to go missing as well. Did he have any other problems we should know about? His life was sunshine and butterflies until he went missing. If you know anything, you're more than welcome to contribute. I'm sorry, but the last guy I told went missing, so I'm a bit reluctant confiding in others. Let me guess, you want me to do something for you first? Nothing like that. You don't gain somebody's trust by submitting yourself as their errand boy. Then how? Prove to me that you don't think I'm crazy. Prove to me there's a conspiracy going on aboard and I'll reconsider trusting you. Did Victor 11 want to leave the ship? Not before he knew what was going on board. What would that be? That's what we've been trying to figure out. Did he have any enemies on board? Given the circumstances, don't you think that's likely? He still might come back. Your optimism is touching. How am I supposed to prove to him that there's a conspiracy on board if that's what he's trying to investigate? Circumstances. When's the last time you saw him? He came to me during a break and asked if I would be in my cabin later that evening. He said he found something he wanted to show me. What did he want to show? I don't know. He never turned up. What did you do on the night of his disappearance? I went to bed listening to the radio. Did you see or hear anything out of the ordinary? As I was drifting off into sleep, I thought I heard raised voices outside the cabin. I peeked through the portal to see what the fuss was about. And? It was just Victor 11 and the head servant, Victor 7. They were engaged in another one of their arguments. What about? I didn't listen, frankly. They didn't like each other, but I had to make the best of a bad situation. How did you find out he was missing? I thought it was strange that he didn't show up last night. I thought he might have fallen asleep and missed him knocking. But when they paged him over the PA system this morning, I got this sinking feeling in my stomach, like I knew something was wrong. Did you report it? Sorry about that. It was just a feeling, and his absence had already been noted. Alright, Victor 5. Everybody knows he's a rubbish bartender. I don't know how he does it, but somehow he's managed to avoid demotions for quite some time. Why do you think that is? He's crafty. Back when he worked below deck, I heard he was suspected of framing a young cadet in order to take credit for his work. Nothing could be proved, so the case was dropped. 2 months later he was promoted to head of cabin services. But lately his luck seems to be running out. How come? He failed to deliver a drink order to the captain on more than one occasion. It's hard to blame that on somebody else. I guess he's run out of cadets to manipulate. The head servant Victor 7. Between you and me, I consider him to be too stupid to be a threat. What was his relationship to Victor 11? They didn't get along and we were constantly butting heads. What did they argue about? Mainly small day-to-day things. Somebody used the other's aftershave or stepped in the other's bunk with shoes on. That type of stuff. The captain's aide, Victor 3? That guy wants a command position so badly he's waiting right outside the door. What was his relationship to Victor 11? They didn't socialize. The captain's aide is only interested in being friends with people above his station. The captain? With the things that go on aboard, I'm sure she's the only reason I'm still on this ship. She holds her guiding hand over me. What things would that be? There's something wrong with this place. Can't you feel it? Like what? I've said too much already. Alright. Do you know anything about a missing radio? What? Who told you about that? Nobody, I just noticed the radio was missing in cabin 2. Really, that's very perceptive of you. What do you know about it? I'm sorry, but the last guy involved went missing, so I'm a bit reluctant confiding in others. Something for you first? That's the same conversation? So you want me to prove that I don't think you're crazy. Conspiracy going on, and I'll consider it. Maybe I just need... See you later then. Maybe I just need to show you the napkin. Here. Or the extortion letter. I better put all the letters where they belong before showing it to somebody. Oh! I can fiddle around with that. Some of the letters, I shuffle them around, might be able to tell what I was supposed to say. I know what you've done. I have proof. Give... Where's the S go? I think the S is just... Consequences. That's it. Sorry, it was just... Last warning, I know what you've done. I have proof. Give me what I want or face the consequences. That's it. Every letter's in the right place. I can read the note now. So now I can show that to him, and that probably proves that I think he's not crazy. It's an extortion letter belonging to the missing crew member. Was he blackmailing someone on board? Is that the reason he went missing? Here. Look at this. This extortion letter ought to be proof of conspiracy. Someone was being extorted? What makes you say that? I found this note among Victor 11's possessions. Show it to me. This is it. This is proof of a conspiracy right here. Victor 11 was the victim of blackmail. He couldn't pay or whatever they wanted from him, so they made him disappear. I think it's the other way around. Victor 11 was the one doing the extorting. What makes you say that? This note was hidden among his possessions, but wasn't assembled yet. I found it along with a scalpel and some cut-out letters. That doesn't prove anything. Why would somebody give him an unreadable extortion letter? You're right, that does sound pretty far-fetched. Whom do you think this letter was intended for? Honestly, I don't know, but I think I can trust you now. You know there's more going on board than meets the eye. Alright, tell me about Victor 11. How well did you know him? He was the only one on board I could consider a friend. Did he have any other problems? Shortly before his disappearance, he came to me for advice. He said he'd found something significant that, if revealed, really could shake up things around here. What advice did you give him? I said, go for it. It's about time somebody exposed what's going on here. Did he take up on your advice? No, he wanted to try to negotiate with the involved parties first. I guess that didn't go so well. You wouldn't happen to know who the involved parties are, would you? I'm afraid not. Did Victor 11 want to leave the ship? Not before he knew what was going on board. What would that be? That's what we've been trying to figure out. Victor 11 isn't the first crew member to disappear, you know. There have been others before him, but no one seems to remember. Soon nobody will remember Victor 11. Why do you think that is? Selective memory. They don't want to remember because they're in on it. So you think there's foul play behind the disappearances? Isn't it obvious? Did he have enemies on board? That much is obvious. But who is it? This section isn't easy to get access to, being so close to the bridge. You think it's one of the top deck crew members? I'm afraid so. Tell me more about the circumstances. When was the last time you saw him? He came to me during a break and asked if it would be in my cabin later that evening. He said he found something he wanted to show me. What did he want to show? I don't know. He never turned up. Okay. Night of disappearance. I went to bed listening to the radio. See or hear anything of the ordinary. Voices outside the cabin. I peeked through the portal to see what the fuss was about. It was just Victor 11. It's Victor 7. This was the same. I didn't listen, frankly. They didn't like each other. How did you find out he was missing? That's the same too. Okay? I'm just checking all the things again because they're white again instead of grey. Didn't socialize, okay. But so far it's the same. There's something wrong with this place. Can you feel it? Like what? You didn't hear it from me, but I sensed someone scheming in the dark. To what end? Why do people usually conspire? To get ahead, to plan crimes, to get rid of enemies? To get ahead? Yeah, but it's always about power, right? And who has the most power aboard? You're saying somebody's conspiring against the captain? Again, you didn't hear it from me. Watch your back. Don't trust anyone. Okay. A missing radio. Victor 11 hid it. He told me if something happened to him, I should go looking for it. It would lead me to a discovery he had made. What kind of discovery? I don't know. I haven't been able to get it yet. Because you're sleeping in here. Why would he need to hide a radio? He didn't want it to fall into the wrong hands. Why? I don't know. Where can I find it? He had a secret compartment under the sinking cabin too. I believe he put the radio there. What's so special about the radio? He said he tampered with the receiver. If you know how to listen, it can lead you to something big. Like what? Something he found that held some kind of significance. But he never told me what it was. How does it work? He showed it to me a couple of days ago, but I didn't think much of it. It only picks up this weird signal every once in a while. What kind of signal? Odd beeps, I guess. That was my neck. Nothing you can dance to. It only works sometimes? It seemed very flaky, but I didn't tell him. He seemed to think it would bring on the rapture or something. But I just thought it was a piece of junk. So, okay. What do you know about the extortion that was going on board? Let me check over my recording. Okay, everything seems to be fine. I didn't know Victor 11 was involved in something like this. It seems so out of character for him. Okay, that's all. See you later then. So now I gotta figure out a way to get past the new guy. How am I gonna do that? Because I know where the radio could be now. Yes, Victor 9, you're still here? Oh, maybe I can fool him. By order of the captain, you're not permitted to enter this cabin at this point in time, sir. Okay, never mind. Alright, see you later. I think I'm gonna trick him because he is number 9. And he probably wouldn't notice the badge. Let's try this. I think you have your badge upside down, sir. Oh, do I? You're lucky I spotted that, sir. Yes, I know. Do I still have the 9 on? Or is it 6? Let's just make sure. It sort of looks like a 9 now. I haven't tried it on him yet. On this guy. Victor 9, what can I... Oh, Victor 6. I've seen you mistakenly. Let me correct... Okay, no. You're lucky I noticed that. Never mind, I can't do that. But can I talk to you and get my way in? Let's see. I found an extortion letter that might have been written by Victor 11. Really? This puts the investigation in a whole new light. This heavily implies foul play was involved. I had to report this to the captain right away. Great work. With that report, I've been told to promote you to the rank of assistant second class. Well, great, but... I know who's behind the disappearance. Who? It was... Oh, no. Oh, I was supposed to make a conclusion myself? I don't know. I don't know. Dude. Okay, so I can draw a conclusion. I don't know if saying the wrong thing has consequences. Is there no one I can talk to? I guess I can't really talk. I strongly suspect the bar guy, because he does stuff over the backs of others, and he really wants to get promotions, real bad. I guess I'm just going to have to give it a try. I know who's behind the disappearance. Who? It was... Alright, the busboy, you, the new cadet Victor 9. I don't think it's a new cadet, that would be the head servant Victor 7. The bartender. That's a serious accusation. What evidence do you have to back it up? He has a history of framing and manipulating of the other crew members. I don't think making somebody disappear would be unthinkable to him. Still, that's hardly evidence, is it? I guess not. Come back if you have something more concrete. Alright, let's try the other ones. Consider... Okay, the head servant. That's a serious accusation. They were seen arguing shortly before Victor 11's disappearance, and they had a history of personal conflicts. Maybe not. Come back if you have something more concrete. Okay, I can choose this. That's an option. The busboy? He's blatantly paranoid. It was only a matter of time before his delusions led him to attack somebody. No, I don't think so. Not as such, no. Okay, so up until now, with that one... Up until now, I've only could really accuse Victor 7. You, Victor 3. Me? That's not even funny, Apprentice. I wasn't even in the section when Victor 11 went missing. I have an alibi to back me up. Yeah, that's true. That's a bit stupid. The new cadet? The cadet? But he wasn't even in a section where Victor 11 went missing. How could he possibly be involved? He's up to something. I just know it. Call it a hunch. I think you can discontinue that avenue of investigation, Apprentice. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Victor 7. Just before I accuse him, just to make sure. I got my eye on you too, by the way. Don't think I forgot about you. Why am I so slow on this deck? Do I have lag? Victor 7. Do you mind if I ask you some more questions? Not at all, killer. What can you tell me about this extortion note? Where did you find this? Amongst Victor 11's belongings. Have you seen it before? No, I had no idea he was involved in something like this. But this explains a lot. Like what? Well, extortion's a dangerous business to be involved with. Looks like he got mixed up in something he couldn't handle. Bit of a cautionary tale. Judging by that letter you found, that's pretty obvious. Do you think somebody wanted to get rid of him? You don't win popularity contests sending that type of stuff around. Alright, so up until now, I really only have the option to blame him. Which seems odd to me, but possible. What do you know about the extortion? It's very troubling. I didn't know Victor 11 was involved. Seems so out of character. Okay, let's ask him a bit more about Victor 7. Between you and me, I consider him too stupid to be a threat. What was his relationship to Victor 11? They didn't get along and were constantly butting heads. If I could only get to that radio. Alright, we checked below deck. I checked here. There's not really all that much more information I can get from here. Oop, that's my chair. Can I do anything with the intercom? No. Not really. If I can't go in there... I guess that's the only way to proceed from now on. I really hope I'm not missing anything. I don't know if this game has multiple endings. That would be pretty cool, actually. I know who's behind the disappearance. Who is it? It was... That servant's Victor 7. There's a serious accusation. What evidence? Arguing. History of personal conflicts. That's true, but do you think that's enough to go on? Yes, I'm sure. I'll summon in him for questioning then. If there's any truth to your claims, I'm sure the captain will be able to find it. In the meantime, keep investing on the evidence of the cases. Really? I knew they weren't fond of each other, but to hear they had an argument on the night of the disappearance is troubling news. I think I have to report this to the captain. Good work, apprentice. Okay, with that reward you've been told you promote you to rank of assistant of first class. Did I forget some? Alright, let's go try and talk to that guy again, because maybe now I upped in rank. So maybe now I can enter this cabin? By order of the captain, you're not permitted to enter this cabin at this point in time. Sir. Ah. Oh, shut up. Welcome aboard, cadet. Maybe I can say some other stuff. Thank you. That's very kind of you. You forgot to call me sir. That's a code violation. Thank you for correcting me, sir. I won't forget it again. You just forgot it. No worries, that's alright, just don't let it happen again. You better not if you know what's good for you. No worries, it's an easy mistake. I'm sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. Damn. I don't know. I don't know what to do right now, but I am at my limit once again. So anyway, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do, and you'll see what I'm gonna do in the next episode. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll leave a link down in the description so you can play this game for yourself. It's available on Steam. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!